Yes, sir.
Okay, so can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Gaurav, you have done
Yes,
BE in electrical engineering from
Yes.
BHU. Huh? Okay. So, Mr. Gaurav, when do we observe Earth Day?
Sir, it is observed on the 22nd of April, sir.
So recently we have observed, isn't it? What was the
Yes,
theme
sir.
of Earth Day this year? Theme.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
Can you recall? It was invest in our planets.
I think I missed this theme, sir.
Okay, yeah, this was the theme. Invest in our planet. Theme this year. Okay. Why do we observe Earth Day?
Sir, to create awareness on protecting Earth.
Okay. Tiger Project. How many years we have completed since the launch of Tiger Project?
Sir, this is the 50th year.
50th. Okay.
Yes,
okay. So, what has been the progress in this regard since we launched Tiger Project? How much increase in the tiger population?
Sir, we have, as of now, more than doubled the tiger population since the launch of Project Tiger. Progress has been quite good. India has more than 60% of the remaining tigers today, and the population has quite stabilized in a lot of protected areas.
So, what is the population at present?
The latest report points to a rough estimate of 3,167 tigers by the NTCA.
Okay.
In the final count.
We spend crores and crores of rupees on this Tiger Project. Crores and crores. Is it justified?
Sir, tiger is not a single species in itself. It is a keystone species and also an umbrella species. So when we spend money in protecting tigers, we are in fact spending money in protecting the entire ecosystem, including a lot of species below it, as well as a lot of the flora as well. The money is justified in the sense that it creates an awareness towards protecting nature, allows an opportunity to people to absorb nature, and signifies India's responsibility towards protecting the flora and fauna.
Okay. So as you have mentioned, overall there has been increase in the population of the population of tiger, but there has been decline in some parts of the country. Can you name them where there has been decline?
The decline is visible outside the protected areas in the Western Ghats. Decline is also visible in the Jharkhand, Odisha region, and
Jharkhand, Odisha, and some more states. Yeah, right. You are. Western Ghat is also okay.
I'm unable to recall more locations, sir.
Chhattisgarh, Andhra, Telangana. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I should have mentioned.
What has been the reason of declining the tiger population in Western Ghats?
Sir, there can be a few reasons that come to my mind. Due to increasing population in the protected areas where they are intensively protected, the tigers start moving out. So as they move out of the protected areas, they are subjected to various forces such as poaching, such as accidents.
So what else?
There can be poachings, there can be accidents, there can be natural deaths, there can be lack of the care needed which they get when they are in protected areas. So when they are outside, they are more prone to, say, getting ill or dying, sir. And man-animal conflict is also a reason, sir. The locals sometimes, in protecting themselves or their cattle, end up hurting the tigers, sir.
Okay, there is a verse from Ishopanishad, which is in Sanskrit, and I will translate that into English. These will be 4 lines. Okay. And you will tell me what exactly that indicate in 4-5 words only. I will tell you the 4 lines after translating them into English, and then you tell me what exactly that mean. What does that indicate? Ishopanishad. All living beings are creatures of God. All these are beneficial to each other. Let's learn how to derive benefit from each other's existence, but let's not encroach upon right of other species. I repeat, all living beings are creatures of God. All these are beneficial to each other. Let's learn how to derive benefit from each other's existence, but let's not encroach upon right of other species. Now, go ahead.
Sir, these lines, I'll need a few seconds to summarize them.
Yeah, only 4-5 words, not more than that.
Act as unity, support, don't exploit. These I mean to say that we should act as a unity and support our existence, not exploit each other's existence. So
Okay, so interdependence of all living creatures. Huh?
yes, sir.
Coexistence of all living creatures. Coexistence.
Yes.
Peaceful coexistence. Huh? Okay, good enough. Related with mathematics, what is Ramanujan square? Ramanujan magic square.
Yes. Ramanujan square is a 3x3 square where sum of all rows, diagonals, columns is the same, sir.
3 or 4? 4 columns, 4 rows, not 3.
Okay, sorry, sir.
So can you tell me any of the row about that? Any row? One relates to his date of birth.
Okay, so his
Date of birth, first row, first column relates with row. We can say row relates with his date of birth. So what is his date of birth?
22nd December, sir.
Yeah, 22nd December, and year is 1887.
Okay.
1887, 22/12/1887. When do we observe National Mathematics Day?
It's on the 22nd of December, sir.
22nd of December. Okay, we are on the birthday of Ramanujan. Okay, now if I ask you to write the table of 99.
Yes, sir.
And if I give you only 20 seconds, how can you do that? 20 seconds or at the max 30 seconds. So how can you do that?
Sir, I will try to picturize it as 100 minus 1. So,
okay.
So that would make it easier for me to write it like 100 minus 1, 200 minus 2, 300 minus 3. These are the terms. So
okay, 90. And another way could be, you are right, whatever you have said. What could be the another way? Even more simple than that.
I cannot think of one immediately, sir.
Can you tell me whether at all it can be done like this? You write the table of 9 and insert 9 in between. Table of 9, you write table of 9 and insert 9 in between.
Yes, sir. 19, 9, 18, sorry. Yeah, 9 comes between 18 and so on. Yes, sir. So,
yeah, that can be the better way. And if you want to write the table of 999, then add 299 in between.
Okay, that
That
is
will
a
be the table of 999. Anyway, good enough. So, have you ever heard about police commissionerate system and whether it is prevailing in some of the districts of your state, Uttar Pradesh?
yes, sir. It is being increased in the districts, and right now, if I can recall, I think it is in 7 districts right now, sir.
Okay, can you name those? Yeah.
Sir, it is in Kanpur, Lucknow, Prayagraj, Ghaziabad, Noida.
Yeah, right, you are. Okay. Now, police commissionerate system. What does it mean, police commissionerate system?
Sir, in the police commissionerate system, the head of the police has the authority to sanction actions without consulting the DM. Like it is beneficial.
So, can we say it is vested with magisterial power? Can we say like that?
Yes, sir. He is vested with magisterial powers.
Okay, good enough. You have studied from BHU. Who founded BHU?
Sir, Pandit Madan Mohan Malvi was the founder of BHU.
Okay, Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. Did he get any civilian award from the country?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware if he got any.
Highest civilian award did he get posthumously?
Okay, I did not know that he received.
Yeah, he got Bharat Ratna posthumously.
Okay.
Okay. Posthumously. Okay. So, one more question. Have you gone through the budget presented in the parliament this year?
Yes, sir, I have gone through it. It has been some time.
So, vision for Amrit Kal. Amrit Kal. You know Amrit Kal? Amrit Kal, what do you mean by Amrit Kal?
Sir, we are entering the final 25 years of the 100 years of our independence.
Okay.
This period has been referred to as the Amrit Kal.
Okay. So, what is the vision indicated for Amrit Kal?
I cannot recall as quoted in the budget, sir.
Three important points. Can you recall now? There are 3 important points. Vision for Amrit Kal.
Sorry, sir. I will have to revise the budget.
No problem. And do you know that an amendment was made in the Wildlife Protection Act in the year 2022 and which has come into force with effect from 1st of April 2023. Can you tell me what exactly those amendments were made in that Wildlife Protection Act?
Yes, sir. I'm aware of the amendment.
Yeah, please. Go ahead.
The major provisions, the major intention behind the amendment was to make our Wildlife Protection Act more in sync with our CITES obligations.
Okay, yeah. So what exactly was done related with that? You are right. Go ahead.
So a schedule was added for the species which are included in sites to better regulate provisions related to them. A management committee that would grant licenses for species that are included in the sites appendix. So that was one of the provisions of the amendment. It also involved a recategorization of our existing classification of the schedules. Now there are only 4 schedules under this act. Also, it involved invasive species has been defined under the new amendment, and the new amendment also calls for a scientific authority that would recommend the authority on granting trade licenses based on scientific data. There are a few other provisions that I'm unable to recall right now, sir.
Okay, no problem. Prayagraj. Huh?
Yes, sir.
When the name Prayagraj was changed to Allahabad,
Was few years back, sir, but I'm unable to recall.
No, not few years back. You are not listening to my question. I asked you when the name of Prayagraj was changed to Allahabad.
Sir, the name of Prayagraj, sorry, sir, the name of Prayagraj was changed to Allahabad by Akbar.
Yeah. Approximately when?
Approximately in the later end of 1500s.
Have you ever heard about Saraswati Cove, which is located near Triveni? Saraswati Cove.
I can recall my mother telling me these things, sir, but sorry, I don't remember much from it.
Okay, no problem. Now, with engineering, okay?
Yes, sir.
Vande Bharat.
Yes, sir.
Vande Bharat.
Yes, sir.
So, approximately how many trains have been launched so far? Approximate idea?
1, 2, 3.
Approximate, not exact one. Anyway, latest one.
The
Latest one.
that a project has been flagged in Kerala for the.
Okay, good enough. Now you tell me what two main differences between Vande Bharat and other conventional trains.
Sir, one thing that I know is that Vande Bharat is self-propelled. I need to read.
Can we say it is an engineless train?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever you have said, that is right. It is an engineless train. It doesn't have locomotive. It is having self-propelled coaches. Very important. This is the main difference between the Vande Bharat train and other conventional train. You are right. Another difference, important difference between these two types of trains. What about the braking system?
Okay, it has a regenerative braking system.
Regenerative and you are right. Regenerative, you are right. Regenerative and electro-pleuro-pneumatic braking system.
Okay.
Regenerative braking system is there in the other trains also.
Okay, sir.
But regenerative and electro-pleuro-pneumatic braking system is only in the Vande Bharat trains.
Okay.
So these two main differences: one engineless train, it has self-propelled coaches, no locomotive. Second one, it is having this type of braking system, regenerative and electro-pneumatic braking system. Okay, that's good. So, one more question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you tell me, what do you mean by judicial majoritarianism? Judicial majoritarianism, and whether at all judicial majoritarianism is justified?
Judicial majoritarianism refers, I'm not exactly sure, sir. If you allow, I would like to take a since the judgment depends on the verdict of the majority.
Yeah, right. So that is the judicial majoritarianism. Whether at all it is justified. And can you cite any example? For example, I tell you Keshavananda Bharati case. How many judges were there?
Yes, sir.
While deciding the case?
It was a 13-judge bench, sir, and
13
7 ruled
judges
in
bench.
favor
You are very
of
right.
the basic
So
structure
they
doctrine.
decided the matter. They decided the matter with the verdict of what? How many judges were in favor related with basic structure?
6 before majority.
So what was the ratio?
7:6, sir. 7 people decided.
That's right. So now I'm coming to that very question, whether at all the judicial majoritarianism is justified, and how does it happen that they have different types of opinion? See, constitution is the same, written arguments were the same, oral arguments were the same, judges were the same. then how does it happen that they give different type of verdict? And ultimately, it is decided on the basis of the majority, and whether at all it is justified. Question is clear? Now go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, coming to whether it is justified or not, in a country like India, we cannot have consensus in every matter, sir. If we carry on the case until all the judges arrive at the same decision, then it would take extremely long in settling of decisions. However, there is always a risk, especially when there is such wafer-thin majority, such as seen in Kesav Nanda Bharti case, that it is slightly unjustified, but however, it is sort of a necessary evil, sir, because some verdict needs to be given, and they are all very learned people. And coming to the point as to why there are differences, sir, it is because these judges interpret the constitution. They also take into account various constituent assembly debates, various precedents all over the world, the the debates while the laws were being framed. So naturally, everyone has their own interpretation of these ideas in sync with the constitution and laws. So while they are all interpreting them legally, but due to their own internal biases, they reach to different conclusions, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now your interview is over. Okay. Now you tell me, how do you rate your performance? First of all, you assess, and then I will tell.
I was like, there were slightly few expected questions, which I thought that laziness on my part prevented me from answering them, such as Vande Bharat was a topic of study already in my list. I also thought
But you have answered that rightly. Huh?
I did on too much some places. Like I wanted to be more precise, and even when I was talking, I thought I could have cut short my point.
At only one or two places, your answer was little lengthy, but in rest of the questions, it was okay, precise and concise.
Okay.
Only at, I think at two places, it was little lengthy. Okay, yeah, one. So, good, very good, outstanding. How do you rate?
I would rate it good, sir, because
yeah, actually, it was more than good. We can say almost near to very good, but it has to be outstanding. Okay. To be doubly sure that you get through.
Okay, sir.
And as you know, 2 months are left approximately. You have not yet got the interview date.
Yes.
So that is as you know, this is a personality test, not actually the knowledge test. So even if you don't answer some of the questions, need not worry at all.
Okay, sir.
उसमें नर्वस नहीं होना है बिल्कुल भी. आप सिंपली कहें कि आई डोंट नो सर, आई डोंट नो, आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल एट दिस मोमेंट. कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि एज आई आस्क यू द क्वेश्चन, कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि आपसे डिफरेंस पूछा जाए बिटवीन टू डिफरेंट थिंग्स, है ना, और बिटवीन अमंग थ्री डिफरेंट थिंग्स. आपको उसमें से तीन के बजाय दो ही पता हो, तो आप दो के बारे में बताएंगे, पहले ये नहीं कह देंगे कि इसके बारे में तो मैं थर्ड वाले में नहीं जानता. Okay, और उसके बाद में कह देंगे सर अबाउट दिस आई हैव नॉट हर्ड. ओके. और दो के बारे में अगर डिफरेंस पूछता है तो आप कह सकते हैं सर आई नो ओनली अबाउट दिस, और ये अबाउट अनदर थिंग आई डोंट नो. उसको पहले से ही सरेंडर नहीं कर देंगे, दो में से एक तो जानते हैं ना, तो उसको कहेंगे. समटाइम्स व्हाट हैपेंस कि किसी पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन से रिलेटेड देयर मे बी 4-5 पॉइंट्स रिलेटेड विद दैट, एंड यू मे रिकॉल ओनली 3 आप बोलेंगे. उसके बाद में आप कह देंगे सर देयर इज मच मोर व्हिच आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल एट दिस मोमेंट. ओके, नहीं भाई और भी पॉइंट मेरा छूट गया, कुछ रह गया, तो उसमें कह देंगे सर एट प्रेजेंट आई एम नॉट एबल टू रिकॉल, देयर आर अदर पॉइंट्स आल्सो. ठीक है, तो शुरू में ही सरेंडर नहीं करेंगे. ठीक है. और अब क्वेश्चन को ध्यान से सुनेंगे. जैसे मैंने आपसे पूछा, व्हेन द नेम ऑफ इलाहाबाद, सॉरी प्रयागराज वाज चेंज्ड टू इलाहाबाद, आपने कहा कि इफ यू years back only, I am not able to recall at this moment exactly. लेकिन वो क्वेश्चन तो दूसरा था. पहले तो प्रयागराज ही था ना, प्रयागराज
हाँ।
से इलाहाबाद चेंज हुआ, और वो अकबर के टाइम ही हुआ था, वो आप सही कह रहे हैं। वो है तो क्वेश्चन को अच्छे से सुनना है, ठीक है ना, जल्दी नहीं।
जी सर।
और ये बाकी तो ठीक है आपका। अपने इससे रिलेटेड, डेफ से रिलेटेड, आइडेंटिफाई द प्रोबेबल क्वेश्चंस एंड प्रिपेयर देम वेरी वेल। डेफ से रिलेटेड, फॉरेस्ट्री से रिलेटेड, करंट अफेयर से,
ओके सर।
ठीक है, प्रोबेबल क्वेश्चंस को आइडेंटिफाई करें और उन्हें अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करें। स्टिल 2 months, बहुत टाइम है, and you have to reach to the outstanding level from very good level,
ओके सर।
ठीक है।
ओके
तो
सर।
निकलना है इस बार, you have to
हाँ।
work hard for 2 months rather than entire year।
ओके सर, डेफिनेटली सर।
हाँ, तो 2 महीने में ज्यादा मेहनत कर लें बहुत, नहीं तो 1 साल करनी पड़ेगी,
बिल्कुल
ठीक है।
सर। ओके
ऑल
सर।
द बेस्ट। कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो आप पूछिए, कोई पॉइंट आप जो क्लियर करना चाहें कुछ हो, इफ एनी पॉइंट इन योर माइंड। अदरवाइज आपका वो ऑनेस्टी लेवल ठीक है, गलत आंसर नहीं देना है। इन प्रीलिम व्हाट हैपेंस, 1/3 मार्क्स आर डिडक्टेड। इन मेन व्हाट हैपेंस, कोई डिडक्ट नहीं होता है, 0 मिल जाता है, गलत होगा तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा 0, माइनस में नहीं मिलेगा। बट इन दिस माइनस में मिलेगा आपको अगर आपने गलत आंसर दिया तो। सो इट इज बेटर टू से नो रादर देन गिविंग द रॉन्ग आंसर। ओके, अब आपका कोई पॉइंट है तो बताइए।
सर अभी तो ऐसा कोई डाउट आ नहीं रहा है मन में, मतलब।
कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है। तो आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट। सिविल सर्विसेज में आप अपियर हुए हैं?
नहीं सर, सिविल सर्विसेज में मेरा नहीं क्लियर हुआ था, फॉरेस्ट में क्लियर हुआ।
अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है।
ओके। ओके।
ओके, ऑल द बेस्ट।